I screwed up. I'm sweating. I bought an espresso machine. I have a problem. I'm addicted to coffee. And I had a few too many drinks the other day, made an interesting and definitely drunk decision to buy one of these things. The issue is I have zero idea how to use it. I don't know how to pull an espresso shot, I don't know how to froth the milk, I don't know how to do any of it. I'm a complete rook, noob, scrub, whatever you want to call it. However, lucky for us, I have a buddy who literally owns a cafe, is a magical wizard Prince King. He's a young prince with making lattes and latte art, so we're gonna go over that way and get a lesson from the professional pro lesson. I don't know what's happening. I'm melting. So we're gonna head over that way and get a private lesson from a professional and hopefully learn a thing or two about how to make solid espresso at home like they do in the coffee shops. All right, so we're here at ALLEZ Cafe and we got my boy Andrew in the
cafe.
Run it back. With our good dearest pal, Andrew. He's gonna walk us through, teach us how to make espresso, like the professionals, because he's a professional. You're a professional, right?
Yes, sir. That's what it says on my jacket.
Heck yeah, look at that. Dude, you can only get this in Europe, man, through a wholesale catalog. You have to send in a check. But the kid's got some skills. I've seen it, I've had his coffee, it's fantastic. I'm sorry, I've had his espresso, it's fantastic. And he's gonna show us how to do the thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
So good espresso, good coffee starts with the beans, right?
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah. What we have here is Golden Brown Coffee, an Australian coffee brand. So this particularly is a Brazilian coffee. The good thing about Brazilian coffee is it's less dense than other coffees. So what that means is that it grinds easier and more uniformly.
It's like most Brazilian coffees are less dense?
Yes, because they're in lower altitudes.
So lower altitude coffee is better for home machines.
Exactly. In order to keep grind size uniform throughout your coffee drinking and grinding, you want to have at least a half full hopper. The reason for that is because as the hopper is filled to a certain level, it puts pressure on the beans underneath and pushes the beans through the grinder. So if you have a less full grinder, then there's less pressure being put on the beans, which means that you'll have a less uniform grind.
Interesting. So like, whoa. So it's like, it's kind of like how a beer bong shoots down. Exactly. You know what I mean? But like with coffee beans.
Yeah.
We got our coffee in the hopper, at least halfway full. Now what?
Halfway full. Now we're gonna start the dialing in process.
Okay, what does that mean?
The goal of dialing in is to get the coffee to a place where it's pleasant to drink.
Okay, so we're dialing it in.
Exactly.
Dial it in for a nice little drink.
Exactly. We are going to use something called an espresso recipe.
Okay.
The goal is to get a certain amount of coffee into this portafilter and then out of it in a certain amount of time.
Okay, those are the three variables.
Those are the three variables. A very classic recipe is 18 grams in and then 36 grams extracted from that in about 28 seconds. So we're gonna start with the coffee first.
I love the light, by the way. That's so it's like underglow.
There we go.
Nice.
18 grams on
Beautiful.
the dot.
What's this thing called again?
This is the leveler.
The leveler. It's got the little like thing on it.
Exactly.
Cool.
So just got these ridges.
So you do the tap to level, tap to level.
Exactly. We're just continuously leveling before we tamp, so that way we get an even tamp.
Even tamp. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Now that the coffee is prepped, ready to start extracting. So as we weigh the coffee going in, we're gonna weigh the coffee coming out.
Do you have to do this every time you use a different bean?
Exactly, yeah. So every single day we dial in, doesn't matter if it's the same bean that we've been using for a while. This is how baristas start their day. All right, so we redialed a little bit. We went coarser because the coffee was moving too slow. So now we're gonna see if this one's moving a little bit faster. So we're moving in the right direction. We're still a little bit slow. All right, so I'm gonna stop short because I already know the adjustments I need to make.
Oh.
How would you describe that taste?
Oh, it's bitter as straight up.
So that's what we call over extraction. So if a bitter coffee is an over extracted coffee, a sour coffee is an under extracted coffee. So those are two things to look out for. In very general terms, if your coffee is bitter, try going coarser. If your coffee is sour, try going finer.
All right, we're cooking, baby.
Now we're cooking.
That's the speed we're looking for?
It's getting there. This is still a little bit slow.
So when it starts to foam like that, are we getting towards like the end of the puck or like what's the...
What we have on top here, what we refer to as the foam, is called crema. Exactly.
Is it?
Yeah,
Crema.
A lot of people will associate crema with good coffee. Actually, the worst coffees make more crema. So all that crema
Like
is
quality-wise or like?
quality-wise. So like a very roasted coffee will have a lot of crema.
Oh.
So what crema is
I'm
basically...
kind of a cuck for crema, so.
I feel you.
I don't know, like, thumbnail, dude. Crema cuck.
All that crema is CO2 from the beans. So as beans are roasted, they develop a lot of CO2. Coffee degasses. So crema is coffee degassing in the portafilter.
So it's basically coffee fart.
Exactly.
Love it.
That's the best way to put it.
Coffee
Even
fart.
tastes like a coffee fart. All right.
It looks like a fart that I would suck.
Just crema. It's very bitter.
Dude, I'm getting hit today.
Crema.
Jesus Christ.
Crema is the most bitter part of the coffee. So I'm gonna save the shot that we just pulled. This shot just pulled at 35 seconds. So it's a little bit past that. And I'm gonna save it for us to taste later.
Cool.
This is part of the dialing in process. So this is gonna be the final extraction. I feel like it's gonna get us in a good place.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
made
maybe
some
6
changes.
seconds in, let's go.
There we go, we're already extracting. We're ready to taste. So
Okay.
we kept a few of those shots as we're dialing in. So here's the 34-second one, 20 seconds, and we pulled a 21-second.
Wait, it's 26 seconds.
26, yeah,
Okay.
34, 26, and 21
Gotcha,
over here.
okay.
And then when you actually put it to your lips and taste it, you wanna slurp a little bit. So a little bit of this.
Okay, like
This will
aerate.
this will aerate the espresso in your mouth and you'll get the best.
Can I hold your mini spoon?
Exactly. Pucker it up.
That's what you tell all your friends.
Pucker it up.
Gotta give me all the bitter ones all the time.
A little bitter.
Yep, third bitter one.
All right, now give this guy a try.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
Wow, that tastes like an espresso shot. That's
Makes
nice.
a
That's
difference.
clean. It's way cleaner, less dirty. My mouth tastes nice. It tastes like coffee. It doesn't taste like
it's a clean
It
finish.
doesn't taste like Satan's anus. You know? I will say, not good.
Not good.
Not as bad as this.
Yeah.
Not as bad. Satan's butthole, like, I don't know, like Satan's like ear or something. It's not bad. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but like it's not that bad. It's like it's like super bitter, made me pucker a little bit, soury-ish, like not balanced. Balanced. The one in the middle is balanced. No. This is good, but Daddy needs some milk.
I know Daddy needs some milk.
What kind of milk we using? Can you like froth up like different kinds of milks that aren't like, you know, whole cow milk like nicely?
I love going with cow's milk.
I mean, I'm a cow's milk guy too. Me too.
Exactly. But then we have other alternative milks. So the best one for frothing is oat milk. This is a barista oat milk, which means that it has a little bit more fat in it, which makes it easier to steam at home.
Duck Girl.
Duck Girl.
I like it. And Jason's breast milk, is it in here somewhere?
Yeah. We're gonna go in with whole milk.
Yeah. Oh, we're going in with whole milk.
So I'm gonna overfill it a little bit there. Steaming. So this is a
dude.
commercial machine. We have
Yeah. Woo! Let it rip! Look at
a
that!
lot of power.
Yeah, man.
It's a whole spa. This is gonna go by a lot faster than it will on your home machine.
All right, so we all don't have the pleasure of having a La Marzocco. What are these things, like 20 grand? We won't go there. Very expensive. What you might have at the crib or have access to is one of these guys, little at-home boys, right? Oh, I got excited. You know, what can you tell us as the home barista to make our, you know, lattes and whatever else we're making, like, you know, cafe level?
Yeah, I'll give you 3 tips. Number 1, let the machine warm up. These machines take a while to warm up. It's not as temperature stable as a cafe level machine, so just let it warm up all the way through.
Okay.
Number 2, your steam is gonna be a lot less powerful.
So weaker steam tube.
Exactly. So it's gonna take longer to steam your milk, and that's an advantage for you because it gives you a lot more time to get the milk right.
Okay.
And then the last thing is a lot of them have access over the temperature of the machine. Use that, play with it. You know, for lighter roast, try upping the temperature. For darker roast, try lowering the temperature. Make use of any control that you have available on it. If you have pressure control, if you have temperature control, play around with it.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. So as you can see,
it's not as loud.
It's not as loud or as strong. And now I'm just spinning the milk. You can already see how long this is taking.
Yeah.
It's probably at least 4 times more than it did on the commercial machine.
And we're not even
close.
Are we close?
We just finished right now.
We just finished.
Yeah.
And what are you looking for? How do you know it's done?
So number one is the temperature. So I'm keeping my hand on the jug.
Yeah.
So the temperature I'm looking for is hot, but not hot enough to where it's burning my hand.
Okay.
So
Warm
it's
jug.
warm enough that I can hold it, but it's not burning my hand. So that's kind of the temperature. And then you're looking for this beautiful finish right here. You see the milk kind of looks like wet paint, where it's like shiny and luscious.
Wet paint, I like that.
Exactly. So you want it to look like wet paint. That's the like gold that you're going for right there, is that texture. That's gonna be great for latte art. That was way too loose.
Pretty. And that's out of a home machine, bro.
All it takes is practice.
Yeah, dude, let's see if I can do this.
Yeah, good luck.
All right.
So if you want to think about it, you're trying to sink the milk under the crema first until you're building up to a point where you can get close enough to where you're just laying the milk on top of the
Okay,
coffee.
and then we just kind of drag it forward.
And then you just keep it in one spot and let the heart form. And then once the heart is formed, you want to lift back up and sink the heart in.
All right, wait,
So it sounds more complicated than it is, but here, we'll break it down. First,
Okay.
fill the cup halfway, about halfway.
Halfway.
And from a bigger height, yep. And then just mix it around a little bit.
The cup itself?
Yeah.
Or the milk?
The milk as you're pouring it.
Oh, okay.
But you can stop right now.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So now, get rid of some of those bubbles.
Oh, we're at, okay.
So just tilt the cup towards you.
Okay.
A little bit more.
Like that?
A little bit more.
Like that?
So now your goal is to get the pitcher right into the middle of the milk and just pour. And as you're pouring,
like from high or low?
From very low.
Oh,
You
okay.
basically want to touch the milk closer. All right, so just keep going. Close enough.
Heart!
Good start.
I'm literally bleeding everywhere. All right, now what do I do though?
So you can see I'm gonna pour the milk in the middle, and I'm also tipping the cup straight. And then as I'm doing it, I'm getting close to the heart and just sink the rest of the design.
Okay.
You see that motion?
Yeah, a little bit.
So just trust it. Just trust it. Just start pouring. Oh, get closer. Oh.
Oh, I got something, dude.
All right.
It's an onion.
Yeah.
Or a pumpkin.
It's a perfect start.
Oh my God,
beautiful
bro.
pumpkin
Okay, I get it.
for
I
fall.
get it. Dude,
Amazing.
Dude, that was awesome. Learned so much. My brain is like racked right now. Need some coffee, but it's 6:30. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the man. ALLEZ Cafe here in Chicago. Come check it out. Amazing coffee, amazing drinks, amazing bros. So yeah, I have a lot to do, so I'm gonna bounce and start practicing.
Get to it.
Cool, man. He's a natural! All right, we're back. Let's pop this puppy open, see what we're working with. Stuff. All right, we got a little portafilter, a little package, a plastic gizmo. That's kind of like a gizmo, but with G's. This isn't good for the unboxing audio. It's not satisfying. This is like the anti-ASMR. Woo! She pretty. Whoa. Sick. All right, so in the wise words of Andrew, it is time to dial it in. We're gonna work with this espresso machine the best way that we possibly can, wish me luck, to mess with a ton of different variables and try to pull a really tasty, nice shot of espresso. Then we'll get into the milk frothing, and I'm gonna try to do some latte art. Cool, let's talk about the beans real quick. Here we have just, like some nice third wave coffee, right? Let's open it up and see what we're working with here. It's from Ethiopia, which I think, was Andrew saying is less dense? Like then he was like I think it was Ethiopia. It smells great, no matter how dense we're talking. Look at that, pretty. So you don't see any shine on there, which means it hasn't been over roasted. It seems nice and light, I think. So we're gonna load her up. Other tip here, remember, we need to fill the hopper at least halfway so that like the gravity can push down on it and give us an even grind. Beautiful. All right, so we need to grind this stuff into a nice fluffy consistency using our scale as we were taught at ALLEZ. So we're gonna pop this on this, do the thing there. So we need 18 G's of coffee. So we're gonna attempt to get that out of this manually. Okay, so we're gonna start just in the middle and see where we're at. We can dial it in once we figure out where we're at here. So, okay, what's happening? No. Oh, good. Oh, okay, how many? I think we might need a little more than that, but we'll see where we're at. All right, maybe 2 1/8 of that. All right, sick. 12, cool. Okay, so I'm actually gonna do, oh, this might need to be a little finer, but I'm not sure. Oh no, it needs to have this thing in there to weigh it out? That's crazy. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We need 2 more G's. So I'm gonna pop that in. I'm gonna click this, cancel it. Click that, cancel it. So we're working with what we got here. We don't quite have the manual control that they have at ALLEZ with the big boy machine. This thing's sick. It actually makes our life a lot easier. This is actually a tamper that when you press down like this, I literally didn't do anything. It's automatically sort of like, I don't know, like hydraulically flattening. So it's basically like the perfect amount of pressure on you know, the tamper. So that's pretty sick. All right, cool. That's nice and flat. Let's see where we're at here. 18 on the money, let's go. Okay, an espresso recipe, as Andrew mentioned, the 1836 rule. 18 grams of coffee, 36 grams of water coming out, right? Which we have to figure out how to do that manually here. Basically, it should be within around 28 to 45 seconds. If you have a darker roast coffee, you can go a little less. If you have a lighter roast coffee like we do, we can go a little more. So, with that out the way, how does this thing fucking work? Okay, so now, don't want to bust a gasket. Let's see what we got here. I got my trusty old high school scale here. Thing's been with me for a long time. I'm gonna put this here, I'm gonna put this here. We're gonna send it and see what happens. All right, let's set a timer. All right, we want 28 to, like he said, it's up to 45 with a light roast second. So I'm gonna click that. We're gonna do that. Oh, there's a timer on it, sick. Ooh. All right, I'm seeing some crema on there. All right, we're coming up, we're coming up, we're coming up, and I screwed up. That's 43, 44. All right, well that looks nice. The crema's nice. I'll take that. How long was that? All right, let's taste it, let's taste it. Gotta see what we're working with here before we worry about the artsy side of it. Okay, but look at that color though, that's kind of beautiful. I'm into that. Smooth, sweet finish, bro. Did we really do this the first time? That's insane. I forgot how long it took, but that tastes pretty good to me. You wanna try it? What do you think?
It tastes great.
It's espresso. It's good espresso.
Yeah, it's good.
Sick. All right, nice. I thought that was gonna take a lot more time than it did. All right. All right, cool. I guess we can go on to the hard part. Milk. All right, I'm using a full fat whole milk here. This is the only milk that you're gonna catch in the crib. It's like, you know, the most full-bodied, flavorful, and it just so happens to be perfect for lattes. So that's what we're gonna use. I'm gonna fill that to like, there. That looks good. So let's go to milk. I don't know what's happening here. Nope, I don't want that. Nope, stop. Stop it. Okay, 150 degrees. I don't know what that means. We're on milk, froth level. I feel like 4 is a pretty moderate froth level. 4. Yeah, that sounds nice. So we're gonna do what Andrew taught us here. We're gonna keep keep it kind of like hovering right above the milk here for about 3 seconds. Tap to, again, okay. All right, now I'm gonna cradle this boy till it's hot. All right, that is just getting hot enough. That looks like wet paint. Remember Andrew was telling us, like, okay, going for a heart. Hey man, that's my best attempt ever so far. We're getting somewhere. Listen, I'm not sad about that, but my standards are low. So, all right, let's hit it again. Get rid of those bubs coming from the top. Way worse. Gotta keep going. so hard. Yo! See that little wedge right there? It's kind of a heart. The one that looks like even remotely kind of like a heart, we're gonna roll with. I can't. It's wash! All right, how many times has it been? I don't even know. What I do know is I had to go and get another jug of milk because I ran out, so your boy's naturally gifted. It's kind of a heart. Fucking sucks. Oh! All right. It's kind of a heart. Come on. That's kind of a heart. Is that not a heart? Is that kind of a heart? It's kind of a heart.
I'd constitute that.
Would you call it? Fuck. Yeah, we're getting somewhere though.
Like more like balls.
All right, wait, it's a heart. Now it's a sack. Comment below, sack or heart? Okay, so it's a lobster claw. We're getting there. Not in a good way, not in a good way. We got this. Okay, look. I made a mess, but Andrew said if you're not making a mess doing latte art, you're not doing it right. That's kind of a shape. Tell me that's a shape. Just tell me that's a shape.
That's a shape.
Is that a shape? All right, look. To me, that's something. Hey, that's a lot better than pretty much every other one that I did, so I'm happy with that. Am I a failure? Yeah, probably, but the coffee's good, so I'll take it. Dude, and look at that. We didn't even die. If you have an idea of what I should do with this, let me know. Shoot me a DM, comment below, all that. I think I'm gonna like freeze it. Maybe I'll make ice cream or like some sort of like tiramisu, like cookie thing. I don't know. It smells really nice. Holy sharks. What's a good word besides ship? Holy ship, that was tough. A lot harder than I thought it was gonna be, honestly. I mean, I'd probably had realistically like 15 reps and I got like 2 really bad, but like kind of decipherable things of latte art, drinks, espressos, I don't know. What I learned from this, I think I nailed half of the goal in this video. I now know the basic principles of making a good espresso shot. The latte art thing, obviously that can use a little work. So to answer the question, can I learn to make an espresso like a barista in a day? I'm gonna say like half yes. No, but like yes, but no. Latte art is really, really hard. So when you see those guys cranking out like beautiful roses and hearts and stuff with a line out the door, those people, those baristas have insane skill. If there's one thing that I learned from this video, it's that I'm gonna tip my barista a little more from now on. I hope you guys dug the video and learned at least 1 or 2 things from all of the information that we tried to pack inside here. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Would you consider subscribing to the channel? If you're not new here, welcome back. What's good? How you doing? Speak of the devil, the best and easiest way to support us is over on Patreon. Yes, for less than a cup of For less than a cup of coffee's worth of guala, you can support us month by month, and that's just the best way to help us continue to do our thing. Holy, dude, I gotta quit this up. That's all I got for you this week, so until next time. Ciao. Should I say something wacky and wily?
Yeah, give Matt something.
Poop.
All right, we're turning this.